This is Tommy V. Come join me on the streets of Delaware Valley in Philadelphia, all over South Jersey. Man on the Streets with Tommy V.
Hey, it's Tommy V, your man on the street, and this week we're in Collingswood, New Jersey, just minutes away from the Ben Franklin Bridge in Philadelphia. Edward Collins Knight, a sugar, railroad, and real estate magnate, donated the land that became Knight's Park in Collingswood. Knight was a descendant of the Collins family, for whom which the borough is named. First stop in Collingswood is the factory and owner Tommy Marchetti. What's the factory?
The factory is an old 1920s movie theater that's been converted into a community co-working space / woodworking metalworking studios / coffee shop / event center.
The factory opened its doors in 2013 as a makerspace created using salvaged machinery and equipment from factories and shops that had closed down or gone out of business in the Philadelphia area.
So I had to bring on new electric. It was a nightmare. A lot of things I didn't anticipate. So it was a lot of work, but it was all worth it. The first couple of years, it was stressful, trying to make it work, and over time, we succeeded at that and made it, something very different and very unique for Collingswood and surrounding areas.
Marchetti also built office and studio spaces, which drew in other kinds of workers, from illustrators to tech startups and music teachers. Revolution Coffee is one of 22 tenants currently calling the factory home.
Revolution Coffee has been here for probably a lifetime now. Feels like it. No, it's probably about 5 years they've been here. I would say they're probably our oldest tenants. They have a successful business in here. It's great to have them. They're really good people. We've enjoyed each other's company over the years. It's good to see a business grow. They started from a little space in the back. It was a dark room for photography use.
I'm Elizabeth Houghton. I'm the manager at Revolution Coffee Roasters here in Collingswood. We're a small batch roaster. We do small batches, predominantly light roasts. That's what sets us apart from, say, Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, things like that.
Revolution Coffee started out the Collingswood Farmers Market and grew a steady following, which led to a tasting room at the factory about 5 years ago. Built upon three key principles of fresh ingredients, community spirit, and sustainable culture, Revolution Coffee soon moved to the front of the house.
Tom was nice enough to offer up the lobby for that. There was enough space. And people loved it so much, they kept coming, and then they wanted more. They wanted espresso, and they wanted some snacks. So we became a full-on cafe, so to speak.
What's the key to their popularity besides great coffee?
They love the factory. They love the community here, and they know that we love them. We have events where we invite the whole community here. We have barbecues. We have Christmas parties. We like to celebrate.
While each business or individual tenant may differ in their industry of focus, the factory does provide a sense of community and belonging.
Everyone here is, they're all entrepreneurs, and they're all very lovely people. We seem to attract that kind of folk.
What do you like most about working here?
I like the coffee. The coffee's my favorite. I like the people. And when you walk in this building, you fall in love with the building. You just can't help it. There's nostalgia about it that's captivating.
I was able to speak to another tenant at the factory who was happy to share her own story.
Hi, I'm Molly Cervini. I'm a pediatric speech-language pathologist and the owner of Eat, Play, Learn.
And what is Eat, Play, Learn?
Eat, Play, Learn is a private speech therapy business that offers oral motor feeding therapy and speech and language therapy to children with communication disorders. I went out as a sole practitioner when my father passed away from pancreatic cancer, and I wanted to really work for myself and provide therapy the way that I felt it should be provided, not the way that the school system or the insurance company felt that it should be provided. I see a lot of children who are delayed in expressive language and not using words to communicate, usually around 2 years old. I also work with children with autism and children with difficulty transitioning from bottle to table foods.
Okay. If you're a parent who thinks your child may have an issue, how can Molly help?
I provide free consultations for families. They can come in for 30 minutes. I'm able to get my eyes on the child, and parents can ask questions to either help them decide if we should move forward with an evaluation or if there's not a concern and it's a developmental issue for the child.
What is the biggest challenge Molly faces with new patients?
I think the biggest challenge is winning the child over and having them be comfortable playing and interacting with me. So once the children are in here and I show them games and bubbles and toys, they're much more comfortable, and then I usually can't keep them out.
Molly may only have been a tenant for a few months, but she is thrilled with her decision to come to the factory.
Moving my business to the factory was the best decision I made for my business. It provides me with a community of people to refer clients to and meet the people in my neighborhood who I can help.
The factory's connection to Collingswood businesses reaches beyond its tenants, and Tommy Marchetti's talents are not limited to that of landlord.
Making tables is what I enjoyed doing. It was woodworking. I got to incorporate some of the metal work that I used to do when I was a kid. I mean, we've done a ton of restaurants in the area. Macona, we've done work for Sabrina's, we've done just in the tap room, Constellation Collective, Alcidio, Hearthside. A lot of local businesses have used us for sourcing nice tabletops. And it's kind of nice because it's, you know, they're shopping local, it's locally sourced materials, and it's blossomed to something where it's been very successful.
I decided to visit one of Marchetti's newer clients, Corey Royce of Macona Barbecue at 577 Haddon Avenue in Collingswood. Corey invited me in for a peek behind the scenes. Corey threw open the doors to his backyard smoker, unveiling the multitude of barbecue delights within. Macona features all the mainstays you'd expect, like ribs, chicken, brisket, pulled pork, and sausage. Corey's day starts early, a good few hours before doors open for lunch. In addition to the smoked meats, Corey cooks up scratch-made cornbread muffins, mashed potatoes, and deviled eggs. On the day we visited, he even offered up smoked pastrami displayed here by Paris, chef de cuisine at Macona, and yes, I tasted it and it rocked. Macona, which takes its name from the first two letters of Corey, his co-owner wife Natalie, and their son Mason, have been clear about their goals before the first customer walked through the door.
We wanted something funky. We wanted something different in Collingswood. We wanted, people to feel at home and sort of welcome and not have that stuffy environment. We changed the menu sort of when we get bored or inspired, trying to use as much local ingredients, the freshest ingredients possible. We do seitan in-house, which also changes pretty frequently. Right now, it is a Asian-inspired seitan with some ginger, some chilies, a little gochujang.
What makes Macona different from other barbecue joints?
I think what separates us is just the ever-changing menu and just pulling different flavors from all across the world. That combined with our vibe. I mean, once you step in Macona, it's a very laid-back sort of come-as-you-are vibe. Everybody's welcome.
How does Corey like Collingswood as both a business owner and a resident?
We love Collingswood. The schools are fantastic. Our son goes to school here, which is 2 blocks away, and we kind of look forward to the years down the road.
From architecture to zoos, from breweries to bowling alleys, you name it, Tommy V is your man on the streets to give you the inside scoop on what's new, what's happening, what's weird, what's cool, and what's just plain wacky.
And if you own a business, no matter what that business is, where you got a unique job, give us a shout. We'd love to tell people about it and spread the word for you. And if you like to advertise, by all means, give us a shout too.